Hello, I'm Yue. This video presentation is about interviewing a manager. This is a brief content of my whole presentation. Firstly, I would like to introduce my interviewee. Her name is Miss Tan Sui. She is the Executive Director at Gamda Land, which oversees central brand, marketing, sales, customer experience, and customer relationship management departments. Her responsibility is driving sales growth and enhancing customer experience. Number of people reporting to her is roughly 15 people, and she has been held this position for 3 years. This is a consent of my interviewee. Do you have your consent to have this interview recorded?
Yes,
Do you allow the use of your interview response to compare to your LinkedIn profile?
yes, but I would request to blur my face. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Now I will move on to trait theories and manager personal traits. Trait theories emphasize identifying specific personality traits that distinguish leaders from non-leaders. It suggests that certain innate qualities are associated with effective leadership, with these traits believed to be stable across different situations. Notably, the theory includes the Gridman theory, which posits that exceptional individuals possess inherent leadership traits. This theory offers a valuable insight into the importance of the personal characteristic in leadership effectiveness. And these are the example of personal traits. There are 7 examples of personal traits. So now let's see what is my interviewee personal traits. What is your personal traits that you possess that make you as a good leader?
My personal key traits would be being honest and integrity, because maintaining transparency not only builds trust among team members, but also ensures accountability in our actions and decisions. Secondly, which is drive where I have a passion for achieving outstanding results and consistently strive to push the boundaries of what we can accomplish.
So my manager has showcased 2 critical personal traits that make her as a good leader. Firstly, she emphasized the importance of maintaining transparency within the team, which not only fosters trust but also ensure accountability in all action and decision. She also highlighted that drive as a key trait, indicating a strong passion for achieving exceptional results. She consistently aims to exceed expectation and push the boundaries of what she can accomplish. These traits align with trait theory, a leadership approach that emphasizes certain innate qualities and characteristics. Moving on to behavioral theories. Behavioral theory of leadership emphasize 2 main dimensions, which are concern for tasks and concern for people. Leaders with high concern for tasks prioritize achieving goals efficiently, planning work, assigning tasks, setting standards, motivating the team, and monitoring performance. Conversely, leaders with high concern for people focus on building positive relationships, demonstrating warmth and empathy, respecting opinions, and supporting the well-being of team members. Let's see what is the behavior of my manager. Do you prioritize tasks or people when completing a task?
When approaching a task, I prioritize ensuring that the people involved feel supported and valued. For instance, when leading a project, I make a concerted effort to foster open communication, build strong relationship among team members, and actively listen to their concerns and ideas.
Based on my interview, my manager prioritized ensuring that people involved feel supported and valued when approaching a task. For instance, when she leads a project, she makes a concerted effort to foster open communication, build strong relationships among team members, and actively listen to their concern and ideas. So she's aligned more with concern in people for her behavioral leadership style. Moving on, we will discuss the influence of the manager traits and behavior on the employees. How do you think your personal traits influence the employees?
My personal traits of honesty and integrity create a trusting and transparent atmosphere, making everyone feel valued and respected. This positive environment boosts morale and encourage greater effort from the teams. Additionally, my strong work ethic and commitment to achieving excellence inspire employees to work hard and aim for their best.
So my manager personal traits of honesty and integrity create an environment where employees feel valued and respected, fostering stronger bonds and increasing overall morale. Her personal traits of drive to achieve outstanding results serve as a motivating force for her team, inspiring them to push their boundaries and strive for excellence in their work. For instance, she has demonstrated a strong work ethic and dedication to her goals, which encourages her employees to do the same. How do you think your behavior influences the employee?
When I prioritize the well-being and development of my employees over simply urging them to complete tasks, it fosters a positive work environment where they feel valued and supported. This approach encourages greater engagement, loyalty, and productivity among the team.
Her behavioral leadership style that have high concern in people make her employees feel valued and supported. So they are more motivated to actively contribute and collaborate, which lead them to improve overall performance and successful for their task completion. Moving on to the leadership style. There are three main leadership styles. Firstly, in the autocratic style of leadership, the manager retains sole power and makes decisions independently, controlling policy and direction without much input from the employees. Conversely, in a democratic style, power is distributed more evenly within the group, fostering greater interaction and allowing for collective decision-making and policy determination. For the laissez-faire approach, the manager trusts the group members to work autonomously and refrains from direct intervention, offering support when needed, but otherwise allowing them freedom of action. So now let's see what is the leadership style of my manager. How do you describe your leadership style?
I would describe my leadership style as a balanced range of both autocratic and democratic approach. For instance, when leading a project, I often begin by encouraging open dialogue and soliciting input from team members to ensure all perspectives are considered. However, in situations where a quick decision is required or where there's a need for clear directions, such as during tight deadlines or emergencies, I will make decisions independently.
My manager acknowledged a blend of autocratic and democratic leadership styles, where she primarily leans toward a democratic style as she begin with an open dialogue and input from team members when leading a project. However, she also recognized the importance of decisive action in certain circumstances, where an autocratic approach may be more effective. This adaptive approach to leadership aligns with federal field theory, which emphasizes adapting leadership style to fit the situation. Her leadership style is evident in her LinkedIn profile. Firstly, her skill in management and marketing strategy is evident through her approach to collaborative decision making. She showcased instances where she facilitated brainstorming sessions and sought input from cross-functional teams to deliver marketing strategy collaboratively, demonstrating a democratic leadership style. Furthermore, her experience as an assistant general manager highlight her ability to provide clear direction and make decisions when necessary, reflecting autocratic tendency. What is the notion of my manager, whether leader is born or made? Do you think leaders are born or made?
I would think that leaders are made, which is through experience, learning, and dedications to develop the skill and qualities necessary to become an effective leader.
So, as you mentioned in the video, she held a stand where leaders are made, which is through experience, learning, and dedication. It able to develop skills and qualities of an individual to become an effective leader. So, what is my notion whether leader is born or made? I hold the same notion as my manager, which is leaders are made. This is because through learning and experience, we are able to acquire various skills such as communication skill, problem-solving skills, and ensuring employee well-being, which are essential for effective leadership. Additionally, leadership involves working with the diverse personalities of employees, which is not an innate skill but rather developed through observation and learning over time. Finally, one significant lesson that I have learned from the interview as a leader is the importance of prioritizing people over tasks. By placing a strong emphasis of supporting and valuing team members, leaders can foster a positive work environment where employees feel empowered, motivated, and engaged. This approach not only boosts morale but also enhance productivity and foster loyalty among the team. As nowadays most managers are focusing solely on tasks and actually decrease task completion effectiveness. That's all from my presentation. Thank you. Bye bye.